Guys, morning. Well, today we've decided to come to one of my favourite things in life, a chocolate factory. We found one out here in Broken Hill, the Broken Hill Chocolate Factory, Old English Lollies. Not only is it a chocolate factory, it's also the Broken Hill Mint, and I believe there's a few little trinkets and stuff in here that we should be able to film of interest. I think there's a massive big chunk of silver on display here. But we don't even know what's in there. We've just pulled up. We're actually coming to a chocolate factory and found out that it's 2 in 1. So we'll take you on in and we'll see what's in there. Let's go. Check Rusty out. Big picture. Quickly became Broken Hill's #1. World's largest acrylic painting on canvas created by one artist. At 100 metres long and 12 metres high, it's like visiting a 500-kilometre radius of the outback surrounding Broken Hill without leaving the building. 5 years of planning and construction, the viewer gets to walk inside the painting. Artists used 9 tonnes of paint. An amazing feel for composition, perception, reflection. Right. Hey guys, welcome back. I've got Chris here. Now Chris is one of the business owners here in Broken Hill. What is it they actually do, Chris?
Right, well where you are at the moment, you're in the Silver City Arts Centre, Silver City Mint and the Broken Hill Chocolate Factory. So I'm going to take you through and give you a tour and show you the main attraction, and listed the main attraction in Broken Hill, a painting called The Big Picture, painted by my younger brother Peter Anderson. These are some of his works here on the walls, and as you can see he puts a lot of attention to detail into his paintings. But this is one piece of canvas that was made in Italy. It's 100 metres around, a circular panorama, 12 metres high. It took him 2.5 years to paint it, and he used just over 9 tonnes of paint on the canvas itself. Then you've got 100 plus tonnes of landscaping in the foreground. But it takes in all the Flinders Ranges, Tippaborough, White Cliffs, Menindee, Cameron's Corner, Darling River, Lake Mungo National Park, Silverton and Broken Hill in the actual painting. So it is quite special. So where we are at the moment, this is our 1/10 of the collection of minerals my father brought out of the mines. All of these are extremely rare now because of the explosives they use. Basically these were coming out in the days when they used to hammer and tap the holes by hand, use a few sticks of gelignite, blow the face away and then get in there picks and shovels and load them into wheelbarrows. The mining these days, everything comes out broken up and in powder form, so they don't find anything like this at all. There is one collection here in Broken Hill that changed hands in recent years for just under $3 million, so they are quite rare. Okay, so we're just going to go through to the Timber State mine next. Okay, now where we are at the moment, we're in the Timber State mine. This is all to do with mining in here. There's all videos over in the corner here all running about Broken Hill mining and all minerals on display. On the other side of this glass window, this is where I work. I'm one of 3 that does the silver sminting for the Silver City Mint. We do the lost wax casting in this room in here, and then we've got another huge workshop just up behind the hospital where we put all the chains, pendants and earrings together. But if you have a look at that tub of granulated silver there on the bench, that's how we get it back from the mines in 10 kilogram bags, melt it down and make all sorts of things out of it. But just remembering, even where you're standing here now, the mines started first of all in Broken Hill, and then the city's grown around the outside. So the miners go down as far as 2.5 kilometres down. They mine 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year, and they've been non-stop mining here for 135 years. Okay?
Are they silver ingots, are they?
They are, yeah. Okay, now where we are at the moment, we're in the main gallery and there's a number of artists exhibiting in here. Now there's a large painting just down the end of the room here that takes up the whole wall. This is a painting that's painted on canvas. It's a painting of North Broken Hill mine. Now the artist that did this painting took 4.5 months non-stop to do this painting. This is giving you a little bit of an idea that the next one you're going to see, The Big Picture, took one artist 2.5 years to paint. And if you have a look at this sign down the end of the room here, it explains that the next painting you're going to see is 82 times bigger than this painting, so fairly large. This is our White Cliffs opal mine in here. There's videos over here all to do with opal mining and opal cutting and all opals and everything on display. But if you have a look here on the map, here's Broken Hill. So if you went 2 hours out on the bitumen road towards Sydney and an hour in through the bush is White Cliffs. That's where they've sunk more than 80,000 shafts mining opens up there, and it's, if you fly over the top, it's like flying over the moon, but there's still thousands of craters up there, and there's still some great opals being found in that area.
So it's the Cooper Pedy of New South Wales?
Yeah, basically, yes. Okay, so the next stage is in the Aboriginal cave. This is where the Aboriginals in Wilcannia have done some paintings in here. Then you've got the ones here. Got more around the corner here. Right. So where you are at the moment, we're in the big picture, right? This is the largest piece of artwork you're going to find in Australia. Painted by my younger brother Peter Anderson, 2.5 years painting it, 9 tonnes of paint used to do the painting, and there's just around about 100 tonnes of landscaping in here, but it takes in all the Flinders Ranges, which is this area through here, and then you've got Silverton, which is just where the buildings are, just off to the right hand side. You've got Lake Eyre, which is at the bottom of the hills behind Silverton. Where that dingo is over here, the dingo actually has got 4 legs, but the back 2 legs are together. Behind the dingo is Mount Road, where the highest point in the Barrier Ranges. Then that comes through to where those galahs are flying through the painting itself. That's up towards Cameron's Corner, Tibooburra and White Cliffs in that area. Now these 12 stone sculptures out the front, I don't know whether you've been out there yet or not, but yeah, they're all dedicated to Fred Hollows, carved by different artists that came from all over the world. Camped on these hills for about 4 months out there and did all these stone sculptures in the painting. You keep coming around a bit further, where the sun is actually rising there, that's out towards the east. That's out in the Menindee Lakes in that area, where there's about 7 times the amount of water that's in Sydney Harbour, and it's all in flood at the moment. These hills that are just here in the distance, that's down toward Mungo National Park, where the oldest, Great Wall of China it is, where the oldest human buried in Australia was found. Now Broken Hill is just under this dust storm that's coming in, where you see these 2 little brown buildings on the top of the tailings of one of the mines. That's the building on the left-hand side is the Miners' Memorial, the one on the right-hand side is the Broken Earth Cafe. And then you've got Broken Hill under the dust storm, and right around the end of the painting, that's the pinnacles. So what you've got to remember with this whole... But there's a whole infrastructure behind this painting that you can't see. There's 17 hydraulic rams that tension it 24 hours a day and bring it all into shape. Because what happens with big pieces of canvas is, like today, it's going to rain, so there's going to be a bit of humidity around, so this canvas will actually be stretched out, because it expands with humidity, and then when it's cold it shrinks, so it's always been moved in different directions. But Peter took 2.5 years to do the actual painting, and the last 12 months he was in here, he actually had his bed in here. He slept here for 12 months and got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, went through till midnight, sort of basically doing the painting for 12 months, but it did take 2.5 years.
Did he do it out of his head, or did he do it off photographs?
He's got a photographic memory. He can fly. He flew around a lot of these areas, got an idea what it looked like from a distance, then he started to come in here and started doing the actual painting. But yeah, he has got a photographic memory. He can see something and paint it 12 months later.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate your time.
No worries.
Nice
Thank you. Thank you.
Colours are amazing. Where we were yesterday, out at the living sculptures in the living desert. This is an amazing picture. Silverton Hotel, where we'll be tomorrow. The old Mad Max car. Look at the colours.
Creator of the big picture, Peter Anderson.
The angle we're working at here is not very full.
The detail that is here. Little snakes, goannas, kookaburras. The old eagle over there. Have a look at the rabbit. It's amazing. Well, that was very unexpected. Rocked up to buy some chocolate and got a little bit of a history lesson in painting and everything else around Broken Hill. $8 admission fee. Chris is very, very knowledgeable. If you're in Broken Hill and you're looking for something to do, come and check out the Broken Hill Mint and the Chocolate Factory.
And grab some, I bought some coconut ruffs, some toffee apples, and what'd you get? Some cherry ripes.
Cherry ripe with dark chocolate.
I also picked up a little packet of desert pea seeds. I'm going to see if I can grow them at home.
Righto, so now we're going to go and have a look at the Palace Hotel and a couple of other things around the main street of Broken Hill.
Welcome to the Palace Reception and Gift Shop. Palace Hotel, Broken Hill. Checked out the gift shop next door at the Palace Hotel, and a lot of memorabilia in there when Priscilla was filmed in Broken Hill. Now we're going to go into the pub and have a look at the memorabilia in and around the hotel. Welcome to the Living Desert State Park. So guys, coming into the Living Desert State Park. There is a fee. Upon entering the Living Desert, you'll have access to Sculptures Walk Trail, Century Cultural Walk Trail, and the Sturt P display, picnic area with free gas, barbecues and amenities. Entry per person is $6. $22 for 2 adults and 2 children. Children under 5 are free. There are some maps here. And you pay by machine. Starview Primitive Campsite. So we get to Broken Hill and come out to the Desert Park. And what do we see? The floral emblem of South Australia, the Sturt Desert Pea.
Dance for me, easy tiger, easy, let your hair down. Come closer, let me see all your million faces.
There's Dave with his beanie on. No pets.
All your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer.
Facing the day and the night. Eduardo Nasta Luna, Mexico City, Mexico. The work is a monumental head that at dawn looks towards the sun. At the back of the piece, the dove of the night symbolizes darkness. To one side, the wedge-tailed eagle symbolizes spirituality, height, strength, and freedom. The hand represents those of the sculptures. There's Broken Hill in the distance. Thomas Makanome, Tiwi, Bathurst Island. As with most Tiwi artists, Thomas developed his art under the watchful eye of the old men, experienced Tiwi carvers from Nguru on Bathurst Island. His sculpture of a waterbird, neck stretched upward catching a fish, is named after Thomas's daughter born during the symposium. Thomas returned to Bathurst Island early, but sadly the child died several weeks later of viral meningitis. The unfinished sculpture may be viewed as a metaphor for the child's brief life.
So that we can be together. Everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it.
So guys, there's 12 sculptures all up, all by different artists, and each piece has a little bit of a write-up about what it's about and what they've sculpted.
Your eyelids and perfect lips got me rushing, panning. I'm so lit, like lilies you open. The fragrance goes to my head, my darling. I get everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us.
The sundial located on the back of the sculpture casts a shadow which falls in the triangle each year at the time Valerie was walking on the rock. So that's the sundial on the back of the rock. He describes his sculpture critically as, "My work is an extension of the strata of the hill. All matter is love, even hard Vulcania sandstone. Only Fred and I truly know what the sculpture is." you have it, guys. 12 sculptures in the Living Desert State Park. Definitely worth a trip out here if you're in Broken Hill. It's only $6 entry, and you can come and read about all the artists. What do you think, baby?
Freezing. No, sculptures. I'm not a sculpture person, but some of them aren't too bad.
They're pretty cool, and the writings on them and what they're all about is pretty interesting.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting how it all came about.
But for $6, if you're in Broken Hill, come on out and have a look around. It's pretty cool, and the view's amazing.
Like you can see for miles and miles and miles, there's a lake over in the far distance.
This is a cultural walk trail. Beware electrified fences. It's a distance of approximately 2.2 kilometers and a duration of 1 to 1.5 hours. Let's just go and have a look at the flowers. The Living Desert John Simmons Flora and Fauna Sanctuary. Do not touch electrical fence. Please do not enter this enclosure. Remains of at least 7 ground ovens, Windu, are located inside this enclosure. They consist of partly buried basin-shaped clusters of heat-fractured rock and remnant ash and charcoal. So it's fenced off so the animals don't get in.
Sturt Desert Pea.
Yeah, look at that. Sturt Desert Pea, floral emblem of South Australia. Oh, here we go. State Park flora. The quandong tree.
I wonder where condoms come from.
Quandong. Examples of reptiles found in the sanctuary. There's a painted dragon, a lined earless dragon, a central bearded dragon, lots of geckos, lizards, skinks, carpet pythons, western brown snakes, so many birds and plants.
Come closer, dance for me. Easy, tiger, easy, let your hair down. Come closer, let me see.
You found a friend, Dave. Is that another sculpture, or is that Dave? He's not moving. You dickhead. Oh, dragons in the Living Desert. The painted dragon. So if you're into your flora and fauna, animals, bird watching, lizards and snakes, make sure you do this cultural walk.
All your million faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide.
So this is the picnic area of the Living Desert State Park. So if you're in Broken Hill and it's a beautiful day, not like today, you could bring your lunch up here, choose a picnic table and enjoy the beautiful view and the walking trail. So from this area you can walk around to the sculptures. This is the Living Desert Picnic Area car park. There's a cultural walk trail up that way. The walk trail to the sculpture hill from the picnic area is 1.2 kilometres and a duration of approximately 20 minutes to the top. So we were just there. You can drive around there and then come back around this way for a picnic if you like. Looks like we have gas barbecues. Toilets are in the distance. It's a walking trail to the sculptures. Aboriginal etching this way. Aborigines in the living desert. Aborigines live near this rock pool, the area providing good food and water. The circles engraved in the stone to the right of the bridge may be 30,000 years old.
I can't see it.
We're looking for the circles that are 30,000 years old. There's a circle down there, or is that just a stain?
Maybe.
Well, it's up to you guys to come out here and find those etchings.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I think it's just too cold out here. Our bodies are in shock. We can't see anything. The circles engraved in the stone to the right of the bridge may be 30,000 years old.
Okay, so to the right of the bridge, is that this way?
But that we're looking this way, so this is the right. I'm looking over to the right.
Still can't see it.
Well, it's a beautiful area. The water's a bit murky and stagnant, but I can't see any etchings. Interesting. Beautiful wildflowers.
You can't do the walk.
Why?
Wear secure walking shoes. Dress to suit weather conditions. I'm in thongs. Can't do the walk. Oh well.
Well, luckily we've already driven around there and seen the sculptures, so they don't have to walk. Hey.
It's that time again. Joke time with Dave. Hey, Roz. What are you laughing at?
It's like you hit your hand and your hand missed your other hand.
Whatever. Anyway, why do bees have sticky hair?
Why?
Because they use a honeycomb. Catches.